Hello everyone and welcome to the Boundaries Masterclass. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to build a business that respects your time, protects your peace, and keeps you present. If you want to build a yet business, a business that gives you joy, energy, and profit, this is a key ingredient that is a non-negotiable for you to be able to build that business. So with that being said, let's dive right in. So I want to share with you guys a personal story. This was around 2015, 2016. We are at Best Buy with my best friend Rami and my goddaughter Emma. And we were there for around 6:30 p.m. And Rami's phone rang. He picks up. It was a client. All of a sudden he's on the phone. I'm, getting distracted by the technology at Best Buy. And then after Rami hangs up the phone, he's like, "Hey, where's Emma?" I said, "Bro, I thought she was with you." "No, she's not." So now we're both freaking out. Luckily, Emma was literally in the next aisle next to us. And our hearts just dropped, right? We had lost Emma. Even though she was right next to us, for a split second, we lost her. And we just started talking about it. Like, dude, what just happened? WTF? What just happened? And what we realized was we got robbed. We got robbed from being present to the moment. A business owner had Rami's personal line and he took care of business stuff that wasn't an emergency. We now lost my goddaughter. He lost his daughter. And the second I saw that, I literally said, I'm like, "Bro, I'm not, this cannot happen." I walked out of Best Buy with 2 phones. And I told myself that I'm going to start implementing boundaries in my business so I can not get robbed from those special moments where you get an email, "We need to talk," and you ruin your weekend. That happened to me on a Saturday. I get a freaking email from this dude that was paying like $50 a month for maintenance, and it ruined my whole weekend. And you want to be able to build a business that doesn't take away from you being present in the moment. And this is such an easy pitfall that you can fall into. And my goal is for you not to have to experience this, for you to be proactive now and set an amazing business with boundaries that are going to protect you, your clients, your family, your friends, and you will thank me later. So, why boundaries matter? You're not burned out because of the work. You're burned out because you never build boundaries. If you're constantly saying, "Hey, my client this, my client that," I want you to consider that the problem starts with you. Let's take a moment to figure out where is the lack of boundaries, because there's clearly lack of boundaries. Therefore, clients are now reaching and they're being who you're letting them be. That's what it boils down to. So boundaries don't push clients away. They teach them on how to work with you at your best. All right? Now, this is what I call the boundaries framework. So I'm going to show you how to set up boundaries that actually protect you. There are 12 of them. And I want to make sure we go one by one, and you might have to watch this multiple times, whatever times it takes for you to start implementing every single thing. So, boundary framework number 1, business hours. Set clear hours. Example, you're working Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Great. No weekends, no quick calls at dinner. Add your hours to your website or your onboarding, your agreements, right? Your contracts, your email signature, your autoresponders, whatever you got to do, whatever place you want to put them, put them. But own the fact that you have a business where you're not just working at 8 p.m. or on weekends, because at that point, you're just becoming available 24/7. And if you're going to be available 24/7, you better be getting a lot of money for that, right? Doctors get paid what they paid because they're on the clock. They're ready to go any moment. So keep that in mind. So here's an example. If you go to webconsulting.com, hours of operation is also in our agreement. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday we're closed. Period. It's right there. It's on the website. It's on our agreements. Right? So, autoresponders. You can do things like, and again, you can put this in your emails. You can put them anywhere you want. Thanks for reaching out. I respond to all my messages within one business day during my office hours, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. That's it. Simple. Start with that. Okay? Next. Number 2, communication. Have one official communication channel. My personal one is either you email or you schedule a call. That's it. No texting unless it's only for speed, and I'm going to share with you what I mean by that. No DMs or calls without booking. We use Calendly for all clients' calls. And if you want someone to pick your brain, you can have a session. If people keep asking you for a free strategy, you can send them a Calendly link with a payment so they can actually pay for your time as they book a call. And I'm going to explain what I mean by this. So you got the 3 main ways of communicating. A phone call, a text message, or a DM, or an email. Okay? So I want to give you each channel. There are 3 different channels here. And I'm going to show you how I handle those channels. Again, you can RSVP to my invitation of creating boundaries and implement those. You can say yes, or you can customize it however you want. Just have boundaries. Okay, these are mine. So if somebody makes a phone call, so if somebody calls my Lost Imagination line, they will automatically get this text message. You're not going to get a hold of me if you call my business line. It says, hello, I'm currently unavailable to take your call. For a faster response, email at hello@lostimagination.com or schedule call using the link below. There's a Calendly. That's it. This automatic. You call my number right now, that's what you're going to get. Okay? All of my channels lead to the first step of my sales process, which is booking a call. Book a call with me. I have 5 events. I call these the 5 golden events. Intro call, 15 minutes. A strategy call, 45 minutes. Consultation with Alex. You're going to get paid hour. You're going to get charged hourly by booking one of those. You got a 30-minute meeting and a 45-minute meeting. Usually I do this for clients. That's it. There's nothing else. If your Calendly looks like a Christmas tree, stop it. Get rid of that. You don't need more than this. This is plenty. Okay? Next, let's talk about a text. This is an example of text messages. So for example, hey Evan, hope you had a great weekend. Did you get everything sent? I'll like this is because Evan was not emailing us back. So Linda sent out a text message. And we were able to get a quicker response. But it's like we're using text to help us. And then if they text us back, we send them right to a strategy call if they need to. Or we answer on the text. Right? And what I mean by text messages, I want to make sure that you see the following. I put this as an example. I don't use text messages to text back and forth. I use text messages for urgency, for speed, for us. So I'll give you an example here. This client, Dr. Kraut, he called, and you can see he called us. And then he got this. We're not picking up. That's not what we do. You schedule a call. We're not picking up. Hello, I'm currently unavailable. Right? That text message. But I want you to know that 2 of these things can coexist. Like he knows that if he calls, he's not going to get picked up. But we send him a text. Hey, doc, can you send a code here? It expired, the one that was sent. And he sent the code. So use text as a tool for urgency, not tool for revisions, for back and forwards, for, hey, I have a great idea in the middle of the dinner table. No, we're not doing any of that. You use this as a convenient tool to move your business forward, not to let people just step over and just text you anytime they want. Okay? And we're going to talk about like setting up phones in just a minute. So this is just the premise. So stick with me, okay? The next one. Anytime somebody, let's say sends an email. Douglas sent an email. He wanted to talk about certain things. Got it. Let's schedule a call Let's schedule a time next week to discuss. Here's a Calendly link. Do any of these times work for you? That's it. Simple email. Again, all roads lead to book a call. Book a call. Okay? Next, this is the infamous charge for your time. This is the picking your brain, right? So I want to show you what this looks like here. So adding the pick my brain session, right? Which is this right here, a paid consultation. What you do is you connect your Stripe or PayPal with Calendly, and then you send this to someone that wants to pick your brain. And if they want to pick your brain, they can pay for it. So I get a message saying the following: hey Alex, I'm starting my business. I want to pick your brain. Here's the email. Hey Rob, congrats on the new venture. Happy to help. Below is the link to schedule a consultation. Looking forward to helping you get massive clarity on your next steps. Here's the link. Do any of these times work for you? And that's it. And guess what? He didn't book a call. Rob did not book a call because he saw that he was paid. This is the guy that knew me from back in the day. And I'm not, like, if you're not going to pay me, you're not going to pick my brain. Sorry. I work too hard to learn these things, to implement things. You are too. And therefore, you should not be giving away stuff for free. Unless you don't want to make money, unless you want people to just step over you, then that's on you. This is with love, guys. I hope you hear that. Charge for your time. Stop doing free calls just to help. If you really want to help people, make sure that they are paying for it. Otherwise, they're not going to take you serious. It's just if you give a bottle of water for free and you throw a party at the house, people are going to take a little sip of water and they're just going to leave a bunch of bottles of water in the house. But if you have them pay for it, I promise you nobody's going to ever leave a bottle of water empty. They're going to drink it all because they pay for it. You got to put a stone on people's shoes. They have to be committed. Otherwise, you're not helping them. So those that you're like, oh, I want to help people. If you want to help people, get them to pay for it because that's the only way they can be committed. If you wouldn't do it for a stranger, then don't do it for free. It's as simple as that. Use Calendly with a payment link. Just as I share with you here. You want to pick my brain? Go ahead, book it. You'll pay for it. Okay? Cool. Remember, you want to work with committed people. You don't want to waste your time, guys. Our most precious resource is our time. And we have it backwards. We think that we have an abundance of time and a lack of money. No, we have a lack of time and an abundance of money, for crying out loud. There's a freaking government printing money right now as we speak. So let's change the narrative here. Let's get paid for your expertise, for all the work that you put in. Great. Next, rule number 5, framework number 5, 2 phones, 2 modes. Keep your business on one device and then the personal life stays protected on the other. Turn off your business notifications after hours. Leave the biz phone at home. I have 2 phones right here. Okay? My business, my personal phone. Here they are. Okay, here's my setup. I have my 2 phones. I have a business phone. I use a Pixel Fold. And then this is my public phone number given to anyone outside of your close circle. Example, prospects, acquaintances, vendors, etc. Right? Maybe even your clients may have them because a prospect is a prospect at first and then they become your clients, right? Your vendors, etc. I can run my business with this phone. Okay? And then I got my personal phone, which is my personal phone number, only given to family and close friends. And I can run my personal side with this phone. Okay? This is the best investment that you can make, is separating the 2. Oh, can't even explain how powerful that is to separate the 2. So this is my business phone. So this is the Google Fold. And my setup is pretty much, and what I love about this is when I leave my office, like this phone stays here. Like I don't need this. I leave this here. And so as I shared, that's who I give my phone to. My phone is set up where I can run my whole business from my work phone using my bookmarks. So if you already watch the 6-figure bookmarks, my bookmark on my browser is literally the same exact thing for my phone. Google Drive, Gmail, ChatGPT, Basecamp, School. Like, it's exactly the same. All of my bookmarks are here. I can manage everything in my business from my phone. Okay? Now, you can also have things like OpenPhone, which is best to delegate to a VA. This is essentially an app that allows you to have your phone number available on this app where you can delegate it to your executive assistant. You can access it from anywhere in the world. So if you travel, you're able to take that phone number with you. I have a whole training where we dive deeper on setting up the phones up. Like, I'm literally going to be sitting down with you, setting your phone up with you, both personal and business. So we have a completely different training for this. Okay, I just want you to get the essence of this. Cool. And so that is my business phone. And again, I'm not romantic with like whether a Google or Pixel or a Samsung. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you separate the two, I'm not romantic about devices, guys. Now, this is my personal phone. Personal phone, I have an iPhone. This is a personal number. Like I said, I give this to family and friends. And I run my personal side of my life with this phone. I have my health apps here, like my Oura Ring, my house, the keys for the house, the car, alarms. All the things that I need is here on this phone. And then I use this app called the Dumb Phone app. And this is to keep my phone simple and away from the noise. There's no social media on there or anything that robs my time and attention. So this is literally how my phone is. Right there. There is my priorities. My Pray app, my Health app, Motion for my to-dos, my phone, Messages, and Safari. That's it. There's nothing else there. Keep things super, super simple. So that's my setup again. We have training where we will dive deeper into setting both of your phones up. Cool? Next. I've had clients that when they did this, they're like, Alex, that was the best thing that I've ever done for my business. So you will thank me later. I promise you. Okay? Next. Framework number 6. Scope of work, scope control. You've ever heard the term scope creep, where it's like there is no line in the sand. They're just telling you to do more and more and more. We're going to be clear on what's included inside of our agreement. Make sure that you see the agreement lesson inside of school. That goes over absolutely everything as far as your agreement. Make sure that you're putting your boundaries in there. So watch that as well, if you haven't done so. Log the scope after approval. It's called a scope freeze, where after they approve, there's no more adding afterwards. And use a change request scheduled call for any request, any new request. Oh, you want a request? Oh yeah, happy to help. Let's schedule a call to go over the scope update for that. Here's my calendar link. Do any of these times work for you? And send them right back to your Calendly so they can book a call. Right? Don't ever do it through text. Don't yes, no. Just get them back on a call and sell them on the thing that they actually need that clearly is important, that was not inside of the scope. Don't be afraid of drawing the line, boundaries. Don't be afraid. You're not going to lose anything. Okay? You're one conversation away from not allowing people to step on you. So have that. Okay? Scope creep. Let's not have that, guys. Next. Revisions policy. Number 7. Guys, I don't have revisions in my business. And the reason why I don't have revisions is because I have my intentional onboarding call, and then I have my delivery call when we take care of everything on the spot. There's none of this stuff. Like, we're optimizing for avoiding this whole craziness of revisions. You know, but if you need to do any revisions or anything, which again, you're going to learn as you do your fulfillment, and as you're learning this process, I don't deal with revision hell. I haven't dealt with revision hell in a very long time. And so like setting up limits, charging for anything additional, making it part of the onboarding and agreement, extremely important. If they want a revision, they want to talk to you, get on a phone call, have a conversation. All roads lead to a conversation. Okay? Next, urgency fees. Hey, you want this done now? Then charge more. Standard response is 1 to 2 business days. a rush fee for anything faster. Hey, look, I can help you with this, but I want to charge you this. You can send them a payment link through Stripe or whatever merchant you have. Or you can tell them, hey, I'm doing this. You want me to run the cards that's on file? Sure. I had one guy wanted something done on his Google My Business that was super important. I charged him like $150. And I'm like, you want me to charge the card on file? He's like, sure, done. And we just added it. I have an attorney, the same thing. Hey, Alex, I need you to put a buffer on my Calendly ASAP. Okay, here, I'm going to charge you $200. And we made that buffer. Anything that needs fast response and is outside of the scope, don't be afraid of charging. Why are you afraid of charging? It's your time, it's your expertise, it's your business. Charge. Train clients to plan ahead instead of rushing you last minute. The ones that are sending you like things out of nowhere, when you start training them that way, they start saying, okay, I got to chill. I can't let my impulsivity get the best of me because I already paid, Lost Imagination, $1,800 just because I want to rush everything. No, I need to plan better. I need to take my time, right? People get incentives when you plan ahead, and that's you save money. If you want to be last minute, you pay the price. Don't believe me? When you book a plane, try to book a flight for today to New York City, and you see how much that's going to cost you versus if you want to book the same flight for next month. Big price difference, right? So why not you? 9, emergency protocol. Oh boy. If true emergency happens, set rules, delegate this to your assistant. So if there's an emergency, if anybody says help, emergency, just have your assistant look at this. And then just if it's a true emergency to reach out to you and define what qualifies as an emergency. Guys, I'm sorry, but if you call my phone right now, there's literally on the voicemail, it says, if this is an emergency, call 911. And I kid you not, that is literally my business phone line. If you call LIS, that's literally the voicemail. I say, hey, I'm currently traveling. If this is an emergency, call 911. I've never, over a decade of doing this, I've never had anyone die because a website was down or because a SSL certificate was expired. No, and if they're paying you that much, then at that point you should have an assistant that's on top of that. You should have a team that's on top of that so it doesn't have to rely on you. So enough with these 911 emergencies. You're not 911. They can call 911 for that. Okay, so define what those emergency actually looks like. Next, number 10, your life is off limits. Just because you can work anytime doesn't mean you should. Either you want to build a glorified job and you want to get stuck on a job, or you want to create the freedom of time, freedom of location, freedom of money by building your business, which means don't check your email at dinner or after hours or weekends because you're going to get robbed just like we got robbed at Best Buy, just like I got robbed by swinging my kid in the playground and then getting a text, we need to talk. And then on Monday comes around, he's like, oh, never mind, it was just, I fixed it, I figured it out. It's like, ruined my whole weekend. Don't respond to feel helpful. That's not how you help people. If you want to help people, they need to learn how to be business owners themselves. And if you're allowing people to step on you, that means that other people are stepping on them, or you're just not showing them how a business is handled. And quite frankly, anytime that I see boundaries being stepped on, I just see the type of customers, and they're just clearly not the ideal customers. Because my best clients, the ones that I charge the most for, they never do all this stuff. So just keeping that in mind. You're building a business. You're not becoming a butler. Okay? Draw the line in the sand. Protect your energy so that you can enjoy your business, so you can enjoy your life, right? Next, train your clients. Boundaries are only as good as your consistency. Use canned responses. Reaffirm during onboarding, mid-project, or even offboarding. You will piss people off. I want you to know that, yes, there will be people that are pissed off, and that's okay. Do you want to be liked by everyone, or do you want to build an actual business? That's on you. I'll never forget when I started implementing this, I had this person, she calls me, Camille, she's a real estate agent. I love her. She's amazing. She's a great client. But then she's like, Alex, you became really hard to get a hold of. I said, really, Camille? Tell me more about that. She said, yeah, I call you, you don't answer. I text you, you don't answer. You send me back to the book a call. I said, Camille, let me ask you something. How did you get with me on this call right now? She says, I booked the call. I said, okay. Am I here? She says, actually, yeah. Was I on time? Yeah, you were on time. Okay. So what's the problem? She's like, oh, wow, that's a good point. I said, Camille, I'm running a business. I cannot just be disrupted. I cannot get distracted every 5 minutes. I'm running a business. And she totally understood. I said, Camille, you book a call with me. I will be there. It's as simple as that. She said, you know what? That's amazing. Can I do that? Can you do what? Can you set me up with Calendly? Sure. I charge her literally $1,000 to set up her Calendly to put on her website so she can have the same thing. Because she was doing the same thing. She was letting other clients do the same thing for her. So, yes, you will piss people off, and that's okay. You're going to train them. It's by design. People cannot get a hold of me because it's by design. Okay? Great. Next, and last but not least, boundaries for yourself. Boundaries with yourself. This is where most people fail. Block off time for deep work. You're doing your knowledge walks. It's just time for yourself. Say no to just 5-minute tasks. Create systems that protect your best energy. That's why you're here. Let's put systems in place so that you can have this and not this. And this is the byproduct of the systems that you have in place, on the boundaries that you have in place. So if you're experiencing this, you have no boundaries. You experience this, you have boundaries. You've literally completed all 12 of the framework here, so you can have joy and energy and profit in your business. So here's the implementation exercise. This week, choose one boundary at a time to implement, whether it's setting up your office hours in your email signature, whether it's creating your Pick My Brain paid call consultation, or going out and setting up the 2 phones, or use focus mode after 5 p.m., whatever it is that you do, start implementing this. I promise you, it will make a huge difference for you. Post it in the community, tag me and the team once it's live. Remember, you're not a 24/7 freelancer. You are a business owner. And boundaries don't make you less available. They make you more valuable. So that is pretty much it for this lesson. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the community. And I will see you in the next video. Create a great day, everyone.